Are you overwhelmed, overworked, and almost over it all? If you said yes, then it's probably time to start saying no. But you don't want people to think you can't handle things, that you can't multitask, or that you're unhelpful, right? No worries. With this strategy I am going to teach you today, you'll be able to say no in a nice but powerful way that gets your message across. Hey, my name is Sailynn and welcome to the Sailynn Show. I like to call myself the fun business coach because I help women entrepreneurs increase their profit and decrease their working hours by implementing sustainable business strategies so you can have fun and make a ton. Each week, I empower you with training and a free resource based on successful strategies that I have used in one of my businesses. I share my journey with you to help you fast track your growth without all the headaches. This week, you can watch on demand my free training, the Legacy Business Blueprint Masterclass. This training gives you the 3 secrets they don't teach in business school you must master now if you want to build a profitable business while still having a life. Head on over to the show notes below to stream it to your preferred device today. I built my first business to $1 million in revenue and a 6-figure salary by saying yes, and I mean yes, to everything. Can you take on this client at Friday at 4 p.m.? Yes. Can you do this presentation on Saturday at 10 a.m.? Yes. Can you help out on this volunteer committee? Yes. All those yeses led to the most money I have ever made in my career, and at age 30 was not a bad salary, but they also led to burnout. I was exhausted from working 80+ hour weeks and running around all the darn time. So once I said no more, I had to put a strategy in place to figure out what to actually say yes to, what to decline, and how to do it in a way that would not jeopardize my business relationships. Side note, I say business relationships only because at the time I had no personal life, so there was nothing to say no to. Hint, hint, is this you too? Here is how you get your life back, so listen up. There was one major thing I needed to do, and that was crunch my numbers. As someone who is not a numbers person, I was clueless on this, but luckily had a great neighboring franchise owner who mentored me. Once I started crunching those numbers, I was able to clearly see what was making me money in my business and what was just sucking the life out of me. Now that I knew what was working and what wasn't, I needed to put a system in place to handle all the overwhelming, never-ending requests that came in. Here is the backbone of that system. Number 1, did the request align with my personal dreams and/or business mission? Number 2, if no, I had to say no. Number 3, and here is how that went. Thank you so much, Sally, for thinking of me for the cookie committee. Unfortunately, right now, I'm laser focused on improving the efficiency of my business so I can spend more time with my family. You might want to ask a local cookie company if they can volunteer for this role because that sounds like a better fit. And that was it. Yup, it was that simple. Sure, it took some more work and some slow responses for me to get up the courage and the script in my head, but one by one, I worked those 3 steps and reclaimed my time. See, the key was having a system. When you have a system, you follow it, what makes it easier to handle the requests and the responses. Once I had the system established, I just followed it and voila, the magic began to happen. The other thing that happened is the community began to understand where I was in my business, what my goals were, and it gained me more respect. And I was still being helpful by giving them another option to try, so they did not mind that the request was turned down, and I began to get requests that better aligned with my goals. Now that's a win-win. In summary, if you want to reclaim your time, you must start saying no to requests that do not move you closer to your dreams, vision, and goals. This way, you'll have more time for what does matter in your life and business. You'll also find that using this 3-step system, it takes the emotional guilt out of saying no out of the mix because you're just following what you set up. This leads you to gaining more time to focus on growing your revenue in the areas that excite you and move the needle forward in your business. Use this simple system today the next time you get asked for a favor. If you want to learn more about implementing systems and get more examples on how to say no, watch this free masterclass today, The Legacy Business Blueprint. This is a behind-the-scenes look into building a successful and profitable business that allows you the time and money to live your one life on your terms. These 3 secrets are the things they don't teach in business school, or it seems online lately, so it's a must-watch if you want to have a business that turns a profit without working more hours. The link to watch on demand is in the show notes below. And that's a wrap on this week's episode. I have asked YouTube to recommend another video for you here, but don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you go so you can get notified of weekly episodes. And remember to live this one life you were given.